My name is Daniel Garcia. I'm an independent professional wrestler. I'm a 22-year-old college graduate from Buffalo, New York, and this is my life.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything.
Currently at work. I work for a research company, and I work at hotels for it. I kind of have to go and collect data from different hotels on the event boards and the events that are going on. It's like a field research job. This is one of the hotels that I was at today. And so I enjoy the job I have just because it's pretty flexible with my wrestling schedule, and it's not too hard of work. Not a bad gig. I feel myself making the smoothie earlier. Smoothies are one of my big go-tos. Easy way for me to get calories in. They're nice and healthy. And they taste good too. I love making my smoothies. I've been making my own smoothies for a while now. I feel like they get better every single time that I have them. I feel like I've perfected the smoothie recipe that I use. I just love smoothies in general. Every time like I'm on the road or anything, or fly out, I'm always looking for smoothie places with acai bowls and smoothie bowls. It's one of my favorite things to have. Because like they taste good. They taste great. It tastes like a cheap meal, but it's not really a cheap meal because they're healthy. But they do have a lot of carbs. This is right around where I grew up. This is the South Buffalo, Lackawanna area. Very working class neighborhood. This is the Basilica. I think it's one of like the biggest churches in North America or something. You can see the angel statues up there. You can see all the intricacy in the architecture. That's something that Buffalo is very well known for. I went to an engineering high school actually. In high school I majored in architectural engineering, and I didn't end up going down that path obviously. That was my major in high school. I went to Hutchinson Central Technical High School in downtown Buffalo, New York. It's a Buffalo public school. I love it. I'm very proud to be from there. I'm very proud that school is my alma mater. There's the Botanical Gardens. I like to run around there sometimes. It's one of my favorite like jogging areas. There's the Sorrento Cheese Factory. My neighborhood always smells like cheese because of it. There's the Truth Barbershop. There's one of my barbers that I go to. Shout out them. Wayside Restaurant. That's like a classic Buffalo food establishment. South Buffalo Dance Academy. That's been around forever. Here's the middle school that I went to, South Buffalo Charter. I think this is a military high school now. It's Maritime High School, or middle school. There's Custard Corner. Used to go there all the time growing up to get ice cream. There's Minio's Pizzeria. One of the best pizza places in Buffalo. I had a friend who worked there in high school. Pete and Paul's, another classic place. The Dudley Branch Library, that's where my brother used to work. This is where I grew up, South Buffalo. I'm very proud of it. My neighbor's outside talking to my mom, so I'm gonna find a parking space. Here's some family photos. There's me as a child, me as a little baby, me and my brother and my sister. There's me on a little bald head, still got a little bald head. Me and my brother and my sister. Me, my brother, my sister, and my mom. There's my niece. There's my little cousin Trey. Shout out Trey. There's my niece Jaden, my brother, there's my sister, me, my mom, my brother, and my sister, me, my brother, and my sister. Growing up, there's a lot of just us together, so a very tight-knit family. Me, my sister, my mom, and my brother, we're very tight-knit. Here's the book I'm currently reading. It's 50 Cent's book. It's called, I just lost my page. Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. I think it's really important to keep your mind sharp and constantly be learning. I think it's important to learn different perspectives on life, especially from super successful people. I'm really excited because I'm about to go do my favorite pastime. I'm about to go play basketball. It's a pretty nice day out here in Buffalo, so I'm going to hoop with some friends, and I'm really excited about that.
I'm not good. I'm not trying to follow. I'm just doing this.
Harlan, what you got to say to IWTV?
What's up, y'all?
What's the day in the life of Daniel Garcia like?
Boring as fuck.
What about you, Evan?
No alcohol. Hoop dream. Boring.
Hoop dream?
Yeah, he do be thinking he got hoop dreams. Really be balling out here like he fucking the red mamba, not the black mamba.
David?
A day in the life of Daniel Garcia. Let's see. We got to play some drinking games here. Of course, he's not about to drink with us, but we still about to turn up and talk about everybody's imperfections right now.
Andrew, what's a day in the life of Daniel Garcia like? For IWTV, like,
Yeah, on a plane somewhere.
What do you have to say about me to this camera right now?
Like literally like 6 months I drank pineapple.
This man can dress pretty well.
But also a very
It's been a little bit busy when it comes to just like normal life, you know. I'm in the process of finally buying my first like brand new car. A bunch of electricity problems have been going out of my house, so we had to get like electricians, National Grid, all that stuff, you know. But yeah, sometimes like it's just stuff like that. It reminds me of like the duality of my life, which I think is very interesting. The duality of my life is something that's very intriguing to me. I feel like I live like a bunch of different lives at once, and that's not really a bad thing. It's something that I think is cool and I kind of enjoy. You go to like indie wrestling shows, and indie wrestling is really big in the wrestling world, but think about wrestling compared to the rest of the world, it's like incredibly small. So sometimes like you go to these shows and you kind of feel like a big deal. You feel like you're like on top of the world, that type of stuff, which is cool. That's a good feeling. Then you come back to normal life and you have real stuff to deal with, and you see your friends and people, and it kind of just brings you back down to earth a little bit, which I always enjoy, and I'm grateful for my life in that way. Yeah, I think it's really good to stay grounded and not get caught so much up in wrestling. To me, it's really important to have a big separation in your wrestling life and your normal life. If you know me personally, you know that I do not like any crossover between my wrestling life and my real life at all. Like I'm very strict about having no crossover. Like I have separate social media accounts. I don't put really anything personal on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. Even Facebook, because when I first started wrestling, I just kind of accepted everybody's Facebook friend requests because it was just like primarily my wrestling account. So I really don't post much personal stuff on there either anymore, just because it's filled with a bunch of people that I don't know personally. And I don't want people that I don't know personally being involved in my personal life. Personally. Yeah, so the duality is just kind of important to me. It helps me stay grounded, and it's what I love about life. Like obviously I love wrestling, it's my passion. It's something that I really enjoy doing, but it's not my entire life. Wrestling is something that I do. It is one of my jobs, and I love it, but it's not my identity. It's not who I am. I like to come home and I like to be a nobody. And I'm not saying I am like somebody like in wrestling, but I like to come home and I like to be humbled by my friends and humbled by the people that I play basketball with. Like my friends, like in my family, they're very supportive of me being a wrestler. They think it's awesome. They come to my shows when they can and stuff. But I like just going and hanging out with them and them not like not having to talk about wrestling the whole time and not having to be on. I kind of just like hanging out and just being myself and not having to try to depict like a perfect wrestling version of who I am in front of people. And I think a lot of people can kind of get caught up in wrestling too much, and they can kind of blur the lines of their real life and their wrestling life. And I see a lot of those people and they seem kind of miserable sometimes. They seem like they're not extremely happy. And I think that could be because they don't have enough of a balance in their life. And being balanced is something that I take a lot of pride in, and I think it's like one of the things that I'm best at, keeping my life extremely balanced. Like the people I play basketball with every week, like I think they know that I'm a wrestler, but I do not think that they could care any less about my wrestling shows. All they care about is if I come and I make my shots, and if I clamp down the other, if I clamp up the other team. I think that's all they really care about, and I like that stuff. I don't like I don't think I even really tell people I'm a wrestler that much. Like if I meet somebody or I meet a girl and they ask me like about my life, like I think I usually don't even tell them I'm a wrestler until I get to know them a little bit better. Telling somebody you're a wrestler is such like a weird thing. Like if you're a wrestler and you're watching this, you probably know the reactions you get. You get the same like 7 questions all the time. Like I was at a party with my friends this weekend for my friend's birthday, and there were people that I didn't know there, and they found out I'm a wrestler, and it's just like the same 7 questions all the time, and just, oh, like who decides who wins and loses? Oh, how did you get into that? Same questions, which I'm always happy to answer them, but it just kind of get exhausting. So sometimes I just kind of try to not hide, but I'm just not super boastful about the fact that I'm a wrestler. Right now I'm about to walk into Grapplers Anonymous. It's the wrestling school in Buffalo, New York that I originally trained at, that Kevin Blackwood originally trained at, and same thing with Puff. Earlier in the year, I was able to go to training like 3 or 4 times a week just to help all the new students because I was so not busy when it came to bookings and stuff. But now because bookings are starting to pick back up, I'm not able to be in the gym as much as I want to anymore, so now I'm usually there about once or twice a week, which is still a good amount, but just not as much as I would like to get there. So I'm just gonna stop into the gym, get some ring time, go see some of the new talent, and see what we got going on in training today. You hear that? That's the hard work going on right there. Grapplers Anonymous, Buffalo, New York. Let's see what we got going on here today. Get him, T-Bags. Let's get him. Get him, Tony. This for IWTV. Say what's up. Say what's up. IWTV. What up? Let's get it. Say what's up to IWTV.
IWTV, what's up?
Nah.
What's a day in the life of Daniel Garcia like? You gotta hear this.
That's a superstar. Dan Garcia is a superstar. He goes anywhere and everywhere, does his thing, and from there on in, just goes to the next, on to the next. It's like Jay-Z. There you go.
Aaron, what's a day in the life of Daniel Garcia like?
Oh, a day in the life of Daniel Garcia. I don't know. He's probably just looking for some.
Oh, we can't use that. What's a day in the life of Daniel Garcia like? Let's hear it.
Dude, wake up.
What's a day in the life of Daniel Garcia like?
Man, I can just imagine this dude's going around.
Hey, yo. This is my trainer, Mikey Evernight. He owns Grapplers Anonymous, where I started training, and we're just working on some stuff today, getting some reps in. You got anything to say?
Nah.
Nothing? This is just some of the stuff I learned today.
Business isn't about deception. It really isn't. The audience and the fans know how we do the tricks better than we do. Better than you do, observer on the other end of this. So be aware of that. Don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat your audience. Don't cheat the wrestlers. The wrestlers will never cheat you. They want to be a part of you. They want to be in your life. They want to be with you. Enjoy this moment with us. Be appreciative, because we're surely appreciative of you.
We're still here in Buffalo. Nice day out again. I got a couple shows this week that I got to go out of town for. So one of my favorite things to do show week is to get a haircut. It always makes me feel refreshed, makes me feel good, makes me feel confident, makes me feel like a new man, basically. So we're about to pull up to the Truth Barbershop in South Buffalo, New York, and I'm about to get a skin fade with the edge up on top. So I'll let you know how it goes. Just got out the barber. You know, they hooked me up. No, but for real, a haircut always makes me feel the best before a show. I just feel like a totally different person whenever I got a nice haircut. I feel just way more confident, and I feel like I'm a better wrestler when I have a good haircut. Ooh, that light is bright. We're on our way to Limitless in Maine. It's a pretty long drive. It's like a 9-hour drive from Buffalo to Maine. I'm here with my boy Kevin Blackwood, living in the car. I'm trying to think of a natural way to get into it. So the time I started wrestling is pretty crazy, right?
So like I remember, because your name was Daniel, Mikey called you Daniel-san.
Forgot about that.
But also you were the kid.
I remember the kid. I was the kid for a couple of years.
You were the kid for a while. But you also didn't train for that long before you had your first match.
Probably like what?
It was like a couple months, and then Mikey needed an opponent on a show, and just like threw you into a match with him.
I remember when I walked in, you reminded me of Jeff Hardy. I never told you that.
I did?
Yeah.
I had long hair then, didn't I?
But I think everybody with long hair and tattoos just reminded me of Jeff Hardy at the time. Who's this Jeff Hardy wannabe? But I think you were there for my first day of actually doing training.
What?
I feel like you were.
I remember a lot of your early days there. I remember I helped you learn how to run the ropes.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
Because there was a day that we set up the ring at ESW, and you were running the ropes there, and you were doing something that was like throwing your footwork off. Remember, I helped you fix that. I didn't realize how green everything got already.
It's really pretty. Road life.
Like far east New York, central New York area is always very nice in the summer. In winter, it's bleak. Truly awful.
Randy just put out a tweet that said what was your first experience? Where did you first hear about women's wrestling? Was yours on the show that you were at? When you reached out to you?
I heard about it. First time I heard of it, I I just saw it on, I don't remember how I got there, but I saw it on YouTube. I was watching, remember Tyler Nitro?
Yeah.
He wrestled there. I watched his match it was at the old venue.
Now we're kings of that place, man. Remember my first show there when we did wrestled at the Pirate Festival?
Was that your first time wrestling for
Yeah. And I like to say, it wasn't even a fire hall. You know how some indie shows like fire hall? It was a fire department.
It was literally where the fire trucks are.
Wrestling in the fire department.
Yeah.
And now we run that place, man. Top guys.
Yeah.
Top guys on what some people call like the top indie promotion in the world. I've called that.
It's definitely, it's well up there for sure.
I'm glad they're trying to letting us like be ourselves there now.
Yeah.
Not that they were stopping us before, but
we're like,
what we're doing now feels very
fully
natural.
like blossoming there in a way.
And I feel like we're always more confident when we have each other there, you know. This weekend we're actually wrestling Danger Kid and Aggro like we did in the Fire Festival. Or not Fire Festival.
Pirate Festival.
The fire department for the Fire Festival. Oh yeah, that drive home from Limitless with Freddie and Dick. I remember I Iron Man most of it. And I almost killed us. Like I remember I was driving and like I dozed off for a second and I slammed on the brakes in the middle of the road.
That was one of like, because I can't generally sleep in a car, but I was like, I fell asleep in the front seat. And that like never happens. I was just so tired. Now I definitely can't fall asleep in a car. Last time I did, I woke up in the hospital. So
I can in the daytime. I can't at night really. I can sleep in the daytime.
I mean, I like generally, I can barely sleep. Like I have like specific positions, like I can even sleep in my bed. And I can't sleep on my back. Like, I literally can't fall asleep. But like, so especially I can't fall asleep in a car. But now I have like trauma PTSD that like keeps me from even trying to fall asleep in a car. And then I think after Sarnia was London.
Probably, yeah. So we probably just went.
The following contest is your main event of the evening and is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. One fall!
Dropping the knee in aggro in immense pain. Jeez. Jesus. Oh man, and look at the torque. Swinging through.
He almost got it.
But Garcia make the tag. Oh God, he's right to the rim of the pieces.
This is a big tag.
Wait a second, there it is.
Here comes DK.
Let's see it.
Oh, here we go, DK. Catch it. Oh, there it is. Both MSP to sleep. Oh! MSP needs to fight. They need to take the energy from the crowd. Ninja coming for it a second time. No!
Oh no!
He reversed it. No.
Garcia caught it.
There it is.
Sharpshooter!
Don't let these humans.
Oh no!
Oh!
Garcia's stomping the life out of Danger Kid, and he has to tap out.
They like to say it's lonely at the top. But that's not what I experienced at the top. What I experienced at the top is sharing it with one of my best friends, my biggest training partner, Kevin Blackwood.
We're here for IWTV, Life of a Pro Wrestler. What's good, y'all?
Dan,
They wanted me to get some footage of
Dan, this is your
shows I
fucking
was at.
boot. You see that?
Let me see it.
Yeah, look at it. It's yours.
Man, Daniel Garcia is stiff.
What a dick.
He's stiff.
Look, I match. Look at that shit. That's an actual boot print. Because Daniel Garcia is a tough ass motherfucker, but he's also a dick.
And stiff.
But he's also a sweetie.
IWTV, hi, how you guys doing? How you doing? Hi, Mom. I'm doing
Hey,
good.
Shamiro.
I'm sweating my ass off, as you can see.
Do you have an IWTV prescription or
Yes,
whatever?
I do. I watch wrestling at least once a day, every day.
Hey, you watch any Daniel Garcia matches?
Fuck no.
Hey, me neither.
Dan, how crazy is it that we're two of the best singles wrestlers in the world, but also one of the best tag teams in the world?
Fuck you, Kevin!
Am I just gonna talk?
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll cut it up, like you'll make me look good.
Exactly.
I'll just talk.
Whenever you start to get more intense, I'm gonna move into like here.
Okay.
Don't move away. Just stay where you are.
All right.
I might bring it back out. I might stay there. It depends on how intense you keep it.
Okay.
He wants you to really word it like you're pretentiously better than these people.
Okay.
In 3, 2.
So, so sorry, one more thing. Do you want me to look at the camera or look at you?
No, look at the camera.
Look at the camera?
Yeah, if you're
Okay.
thinking, look over one of my shoulders, like off to the side.
Okay.
And then return your gaze to the camera.
Okay. And I'm gonna do it almost like a free write, if that's okay. Like I might pause and like think about what I'm gonna say next, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Because it's going to be chopped up where it's going to be like clips of your matches. One of you says a sentence, then it goes to a clip of a match, and then another you
Okay.
says a sentence.
Perfect.
Yeah. 3, 2.
I've been Limitless champion for a couple months now, and I'm beating everybody that they're putting in front of me. At Grapplers Anonymous, where we train killers, we focus on cardio, and we focus on putting pressure on other wrestlers until they give up. We don't take it easy on anybody at training. We simulate real match situations. And that's why I'm so prepared to be in the ring with these people at all times. I'm gonna be prepared to go in the ring as hard as I can until I make the person give up. Just to check in, it's been a really busy day. I just finished up those Limitless tapings last night in Maine. I got back to the hotel around like midnight, and I had to catch a flight at like 6 this morning, so I had to be at the airport around 5 something, so I had to wake up at like 4:30. So it's been a very long, tiring day. So I'm in LA right now, I'm in the hotel. I got a busy couple days coming up of filming some very big things that I'm very excited for, and that you guys will see very soon, I'm sure. Just finishing up this hotel hit workout, still gotta get the workout in. Sweating pretty bad. I'm gonna put the camera on for the last set. Even on the travel days, when you're in the hotel, still gotta get it in as best as you can. Even when you're tired, even when you're in different time zones, you still gotta get it in. In my opinion, I always feel better after a workout. Feel better going to bed, feel better throughout the day, feel better the next day personally. So I always try to make time to get some movement in. Something's always better than nothing too, even if it's not much. So get some movement in, helps me. Hey, I'm dripping sweat. And so that's what a good hotel workout's like for me. Don't have much equipment or anything, So just do some body weight stuff, which just helps me feel more confident and feel better throughout the day and whenever I'm traveling and stuff. Yesterday was a pretty busy day. I went from, I had to take my mom to work, and then I had to go to work. And then I had to work out, and then I went to the wrestling gym because someone wanted to meet up with me there. Then from the wrestling gym, I went to go play basketball. And to me, that's the perfect day to describe my life. To me, my life is all about balance. And I like when I'm super busy because it means I like to do all the things that I like in a set amount of time, which is really cool to me. My least favorite days are the ones where I'm either feel really busy and get nothing done, or when I'm just sitting around the house and doing nothing, accomplishing nothing. So I like being super busy, and I like just doing all the things that I like. I like being able to see my friends. I like being able to wrestle and work on my craft, and I like going to my regular job. I believe that all that stuff is vital to my life, and I think all that stuff really helps me just be able to focus and helps me be able to have a really good balance in my life, which I really appreciate. I find myself finding the recording very hard. This is a challenge for me, but I like the challenge, but because I like to try to live in the moment as much as possible. So it can be hard for me to be like, oh, this is a really cool moment in my life that's going on. Let me take a camera out and film it. That's difficult for me, but it's something I'm trying to work on for this project. Hopefully I give you enough to work with to make this entertaining. I hope so. Or else people are gonna think I'm boring. I have a t-shirt that says Daniel Garcia is boring, so maybe that's fitting. Tiring stuff, man. Big body guy vibes, you know. Body guy. That was a little bit of my workout. It's not what I do every single day, obviously, but that's just kind of a hit cardio type workout that I like to do with some of my favorite movements. To me, that's the most important kind of workout to do if you're a pro wrestler. I feel like lifting weights can only do so much. Most weightlifting things, you're only moving one part of your body at a time, and yeah, that helps you build muscle, but I don't think that's the most important part of wrestling. I'm somebody who prides myself a lot on my in-ring cardio. That's the thing I'm most proud of, you know. I can run a 6-minute mile, and I can work I can wrestle for an hour and probably not even be breathing heavy by the end of it, you know. To me, cardio is extremely important, so that's what I like to focus on a lot of the time. I get a lot of flack online for being skinny, and the amount of cardio that I do probably has a lot to do with my physique, but I'm a fan of all different kinds of body types in wrestling. I don't think that everybody needs to look like John Cena or Roman Reigns, you know. I think you just gotta look like you can hold your own in the fight. So that's my goal, you know. I don't want to look like a bodybuilder, I want to look like an athlete. And even if I don't look like I beat you up, I probably could. So, just joking. We on the road.
Are you filming?
Yeah. Got some stir fry.
Dang, I should have done prepped. Are we trying to get out of there quickly afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I'm trying to get out of the venue quick.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because
I want to get back home.
I'm not trying to get home too late. I got church in the morning. What town? What are you eating right now? Yeah, what are you eating?
Stir fry.
They got beef and chicken in there.
What's the donut?
I had, what do you just buy the stuff and make it yourself, or do you buy it pre-made?
My mom made it.
Oh, okay.
My mom made it.
Yeah, see, my mom helps me out too, like with oh, sorry, that's too loud. My mom helps me out with like food for work and stuff like that. She'll like make me stuff and ask what I want for the week or whatever. So
we had a rough week, man.
Really?
So my mom's still like, she's still like limping and stuff because her leg is hurt.
I didn't know she hurt herself.
She broke her leg.
Damn, what happened? Her leg? What happened?
No, her ankle.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it was in like February, I think. She slipped in the driveway and broke her ankle when I was at a Limitless show. So she's still like recovering from that.
Ankle injuries are the worst.
And her car is in the shop for like a month.
Dang,
like
in a month?
Yeah.
What the heck is wrong with it?
There's been a bunch of stuff, like my mechanic just couldn't get to it or
like
something like that.
A month? That's a really long time.
So that happened. So
how much is she spending?
I've been driving my mom to like work and picking her up every day. And our electric went out the other day.
Damn.
Because our lights have been being really weird.
Does your brother still live at home too, or is it just you and your mom?
My brothers.
Okay.
And our electric went out because our electric was being really weird, so we called National Grid. And then National Grid said there was an issue, so they shut off our electric and get an electrician to come. And the weekend that happened was a Sunday night on Memorial Day weekend. So of course it's hard to get a mechanic in. I mean, not a mechanic, an electrician.
Oh, electrician, yeah.
So Vinny,
see,
we started like training together, right?
Yes. We started, when did you start? You started in February?
I think so.
Yeah, and I started like, I think the beginning of April, because I had my first match before like I officially started training.
What was it like coming up with me as a friend, as a wrestler?
So I remember the first time I met you was at an ESW show.
Really?
You came with Mikey, and it was me and Jono doing the trial, like at the Johnsburg Fire Hall. And same thing, I like got made it through the trial, and then deck cards just couldn't do. Here we are 4 years later, and you know our paths are a little different, obviously. But I wouldn't change it too. I wouldn't change the way that it's gone. COVID kind of sucked, but hey, going to a show now. I can't see over there. Is there any, are we good that way?
I think you're good.
Okay.
Whoa!
It's my last couple days at the camera, so I figured I would like talk about wrestling a little bit. I don't feel like I've talked about wrestling much. And what's weird is like a wrestler, I feel like I think about wrestling all the time, but a lot of the times like I find myself now wanting to talk about it to people who aren't involved in wrestling. Like when I'm with my friends or in like a social group, I feel like when people bring up wrestling, I usually try to avoid the situation. Like if someone congratulates me on something they see me doing wrestling, I'll like say thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, change the subject. I don't know why I do that. I wonder if people do that with like their normal jobs, just stop trying to like avoid talking about it with people. I think a lot of it might have to do with, because I feel very like blessed to be in the position that I'm in and to be able to like make some money doing what I love and something that I've always loved. Maybe I feel like it's braggadocious for me to talk about it a little bit. And maybe in some ways I feel like I'm undeserving of the blessings that I have in my life, so I get embarrassed to talk about it maybe. I don't know. But of course I'm super blessed to be in the positions that I'm in. A year ago, I wanted to quit wrestling. I just put a tweet out the other day about how I'm really happy that I ended up sticking around and not quitting, because a year ago it was just rough. We were in a global pandemic. A bunch of wrestlers were being exposed for being terrible people, and it just felt like something that I didn't want to be a part of anymore. Like I felt sickened to be a part of pro wrestling, so I felt like I wanted to quit. I was dead set on stopping wrestling. I think I put out a tweet saying that I was done wrestling, and soon after that, like I got messages from people that I really respect and people that I respect their opinion, and kind of talked me out of it for a little bit. And here I am. I think I had one of probably the most successful year of my career, and so I'm pretty happy that I stuck around. I was able to, and even outside of like the success in wrestling, I'm really grateful to have met the people that I've met and to be able to see really good people succeeding. People like Lee Moriarty, Wheeler Yuta, people that I've become pretty close with. And I'm just happy to see these people succeeding because they're good and genuine people who I believe are fantastic wrestlers and even better people, which is more important to me. But yeah, this past year has been crazy. I've been able to do things that like I dreamt of doing, you know. I went to Mexico. I leave for Puerto Rico this weekend for wrestling. Like, it's crazy to me that I get paid to go to Puerto Rico. Like, what did I do right? Like, what's up in life that I'm getting paid to go to Puerto Rico? That's crazy to me. But I'm very grateful, and I'm really happy that I stuck around. And I feel like before the pandemic too, like this probably had to do with me wanting to quit. Like wrestling right before it, I just felt like super burnt out. And I feel like not even from a like purely wrestling standpoint. Like I was in college, I was working, I was wrestling multiple times a weekend, still going to the gym, still training. And it was exhausting. It was like my last couple semesters of college. Thankfully I graduated, I'm out now, so I have a little bit more free time. But it was tiring, and I felt burnt out. I felt like wrestling was almost, this is like a foolish way of thinking, but I felt like it was almost like robbing me of my life. And I don't feel that way now, luckily, but because I feel like it adds a lot of value to my life. But at the time, I feel like I felt that it was robbing me of a lot of potential joy in my life. But I feel like that just came from a standpoint of being mentally burnt out. So I'm glad I don't feel that way anymore. For now. And I feel like something that kind of broke me out of that is, one, the pandemic. I had a huge break from wrestling, obviously months off of not wrestling. And then when wrestling did come back, I just found a better balance in my life. I feel like I have a super important balance of friends, family, wrestling, work, health. I just feel very blessed to be able to have that balance. I know a lot of people don't have that balance, and I was one of those people for a while. It's a good thing, but also a bad thing that I'm the type of person who obsesses over something, and once I'm involved with something, I want to go full throttle into it. That's all I want to focus on. But I felt like that was unhealthy for me for wrestling, and now I feel like that I'm not so 24/7 focused on wrestling. I feel like that honestly made me a better wrestler, and it made me a more complete performer, and I feel like it makes me a better human. It just makes me a lot happier, and I feel like right now I'm probably the happiest I've ever been, and I'm very thankful to have found that balance, and I'm very thankful to be able to live the life that I live. I feel very blessed. So this has been my life. Thank you guys for taking a peek into what my normal everyday life is like. This is kind of a big deal for me. I usually don't like to share my personal life at all, so it's kind of a big deal for me to have a camera and basically vlog my life for the past couple weeks. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was at least a little bit entertaining, and I hope you guys maybe took something from it. Any advice or any lessons that I could give. I'm no expert on life, but I hope you guys maybe could pick something up from it that might help you in life. If I was to say anything, it would be that life is all about balance, and I hope that you can find your balance to make you the best person and the best version of yourself. Thank you guys for always supporting me. I feel like I'm somebody who, wasn't supposed to make it this far. I know that sounds corny, but I think it's true. Growing up with a single mom, no dad, in the inner city of Buffalo, New York, I feel like I've come a long way, and I want to thank you guys for helping me on this journey, and always continue to support, and I hope that you continue to support me on whatever decision I make in the future. Thank you guys for everything, and I'm going to continue to do my best for wrestling. I want to leave wrestling better than I found it, and I'm going to continue to be myself and try to be the best version of myself for you guys and for myself. Thank you. Bye guys. We out. It was fun with the camera for the couple days, or for the couple weeks, but I got to give it up now. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Also, one last thing. There better not be any videos of me missing any basketball shots in this documentary at all. I only make basketball shots, I never miss them. If there's a video of me missing a basketball shot in this documentary, IWTV, I will be coming for you.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me.
You're still here? Yo, the episode's over. You gotta get out of here. You can't stay here much longer. I've shown you enough of my life. That's enough. You really have to leave. The episode's over. No more the life of Daniel Garcia, life of independent professional wrestler. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. All right. I must ask you to leave. Please. Goodbye.
Hey, what's up, IWTV? My name is Danny Makabe.